Hi, my name's Diane Goulet. This is Bill Doyle. We are the co-directors of the St. John's Food Bank.
So we thought we'd start by telling you a little bit about the history of the food bank. Diane has been working at the food bank several years now, I think. I've been doing this for about a year and a half. But the food bank has a long history here at St. John's, so which almost all predates me. So it started about, I think about 25 years ago. And we originally were serving people, the folks that we serve, out of the basement of the rectory. And it's good that I wasn't working at that point in time, because the ceiling, as I understand, is about 5'6". So it would have been tough for Diane too. So the complaint of the people that were volunteering was the fact that you had to wear bumper protection around your head. Some number of years after that, so I think Bill Burns at some point, Deacon Bill Burns, was in charge of things back at that point in time. At some point, it moved across the street to what is now the Immaculata Montessori, and we were in that building for maybe 15 years. We find ourselves now in our new location, where we've been for just about exactly a year now. And for about 12 years, the food bank, up until this past fall, was headed up largely by Anita Boken. So this is a shout out to Anita for the wonderful service that she did in heading up the food bank for so many years.
So how do we get food here at the St. John's Food Bank? We have weekly orders with the Idaho Food Bank, and we have volunteers that go with us to pick up orders from them weekly. Then we have a monthly order from the LADA. It's a federally funded program, and they provide us with food as well. So the majority of our food comes from there. We do have donations and things like that, and so when we're running low on items, we purchase them. We do get significant donations from the parish as well as the schools. We just over the holidays, Bishop Kelly does an annual food drive, and we got a ton. How many truckloads?
We took in, I think, 5 pickup trucks full and about 4 SUVs. So a shout out to BK. Thank you for the very generous contributions. They've been doing this for years around the Thanksgiving holiday.
They have. And St. Joe's does a food drive and personal hygiene drive as well, and they did that at Thanksgiving time. So we, one of the things that we give out in addition to food is personal hygiene items, toilet paper, diapers, wipes. That's where we get them.
So we're in the second of 2 rooms that we use for the food bank since shortly before the virus. We're downstairs in Riffle Center, and we have the room that we were in earlier is where we serve customers, our clients from, and also store a lot of our food. This room across the hall is where we have, as you can see, we have our foods that require either freezing or refrigeration. So part of what we give out to the folks that we serve are boxes of pre-prepared food that include kind of dry goods and canned goods. But we also try to offer to folks so that we're kind of providing as healthy a diet as we can. Dairy products, including what we've got:
milk,
eggs, cheese, yogurt, butter. We also offer folks meat. We keep a variety of different meats. Currently chicken and ground beef, but at times we've had Italian sausage, smoked turkey
meatballs.
Sausage, meatballs. So anyway, so the products that require refrigeration or freezing, we keep in here. And we also have, we'll show you in a minute, we provide, for those who have young people in the household, very young people, we provide diapers.
One of the other things that we provide for families in need is diapers and wipes. So that is a very expensive item for families and a definite necessity for families. So we provide that. We get our diapers from the Idaho Diaper Bank, and they do drives throughout Idaho, and I know they're very entwined with the Catholic community, and work with the parishes doing diaper drives as well, and all of those come to us.
So the Idaho Diaper Bank actually, I think, provides diapers. They have a big warehouse out west, and I think we just saw their statistics for this past year. I think they provided more than 1 million diapers to people that needed them here in the Treasure Valley.
So this is our distribution door. This is where we distribute food out of. And so we have clients that come to us at this door, and we greet them, find out how many are in their family. We offer them a food box and give them the selection of items that we're offering for the day, and slide it to them on our handy little tray here.
We actually used to serve people down the stairs right inside the Riffle Center. But because of the virus, we wanted to create more social distancing. So this actually was originally designed as you can tell, maybe if you can see it from the aluminum ramp here, this was intended just for our delivery of the food that we, as Diane explained, that we pick up from LADA and from the Idaho Food Bank. But it actually works really well. We slide the ramp out this kind of window door thing, and people come up here for service, and it allows the clients to kind of keep a safe distance, and also for our volunteers to be safe as well.
So St. John's Food Bank would be nothing without its volunteers. We are the backbone of everything that we do. We have about 12 volunteers that distribute food out the windows. We're open 2 days a week.
We're hoping to increase that, but we need more volunteers.
And then we have 6 box fillers, so they prepare boxes when we're not open and get those boxes ready so that the food distributors can hand them out the window.
And we've done that in part in response to the virus. So we have volunteers who are maybe vulnerable from a health standpoint or otherwise uncomfortable, without adequate distancing. And so if that's you, we certainly can still use your help. We have people come in on our non-service hours to take the food that we have, on all those pallets and box it into the boxes that we actually deliver to our clients.
Additionally, we have our drivers who pick up food from the food bank and from the LADA food source. And
not only the drivers, also their trucks.
Oh, their trucks, right. And muscle.
Yeah,
and
muscle.
That's huge. And finally, we have someone who goes to the Idaho Diaper Bank for us, picks up the diapers and repackages of them in the appropriate quantity because each client gets a certain number of diapers. So. If you're interested in volunteering, we would love to have more volunteers. When we get enough volunteers interested, we can look at opening additional days. You can send me an email, dlgoulet, Goulet, @yahoo.com. Let me know you're interested. Thanks.
We'd really appreciate your help. We're currently open on Mondays and Wednesdays from 1 to 3 now. We cut back earlier as a result of the virus and the loss of volunteers to just 1 day a week. Before the virus, we had we were 4 days a week. I think it was Monday through Thursday from 1 to 3, and we've actually talked about possibly adding an early evening shift. So for people that are otherwise working during the day or taking care of kids, would have an opportunity to come by and pick up supplemental food.
And just so you're aware, our volunteer shifts are every other week. So we ask volunteers to volunteer every other week, and it's a little over 2 hours is what the shift is. So.
We wanted to also talk a little bit about the folks that we serve. We're serving, how many, Diane? I think we serve about 100 to 120 families a month, and probably an average of, 300 to 400 people, depending on the number of families there are. And the people that we serve, first I want to emphasize that we're open to everyone in the community who needs kind of supplemental food support. We're not a primary source of food, we can't do that, but we're intending to provide supplemental food and kind of emergency food to folks. And the cross-section of the community that we serve is very broad. So there are people that are retired and living on limited incomes, to on one end of the spectrum, to people that are living on the street, living in their cars, and for whom life, as you can imagine, is really difficult. So one of the things that I like about this ministry is the opportunity to interact with people, and people are very appreciative of the food that we're providing them, and also particularly at this period of time, they're appreciative of the social interaction that comes from visiting once every week or so, or every 2 weeks to pick up food. So. I've gotten to know some of the folks that we serve. They include John, who's a veteran, a very gregarious fellow, but he is dealing with heart issues. He's had a pacemaker implanted. He's dealing with cancer. He had a detached retina. He has various kind of injuries that date back to earlier in life. There is a retired fellow whose name I can't remember at the moment, but who's there every day when we're open on Monday afternoons in his truck. He's there like an hour beforehand. He sometimes brings extra bags and stuff that we can use to provide food to other folks.
So I started volunteering, distributing food out the door. I felt that it was something I was called to do, to serve my fellow community members, people who are not in my normal life, and it's been a blessing and quite an experience to meet some wonderful people, and very humbling to see the needs and struggles of other people, and it's been a really important part of my life.
So I think my motivation for coming to work at the food bank was really similar to Diane's. I retired about three years or so ago, and so my life went from being pretty busy and occupied with work and with family to having lots of free time. And I've been blessed in a lot of different ways in my life, and I've felt remiss for much of my life, at least much of my adult life, in not really doing that much outside of my family and immediate friends in terms of giving back. Part of what we're called to, kind of in my view, as Christians and as Catholics, is to kind of be the hands and the feet of Christ in the world in which we live, and so and to through acts of charity and generosity and love, really, to show God's love for the people in our community. And one of the wonderful things about working at the food bank, in my experience and view, is the fact that the need is very real, the benefits are immediate, the interaction is wonderful. It provides a lot of life kind of perspective for me in terms of what I have in my life and what I've been blessed with, and what I in turn can share with others. So we'd love to see more volunteers. Diane and I really enjoy what we do. We enjoy working with our volunteers, and we would welcome you to this act of being Christ in the world around us.
Hi, my name is Diane Goulet. This is Bill Doyle, co-director with me of the St. John's Food Bank.
She's good.